Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today I have another Your Creative Studio unboxing to share with you guys. I've been doing these unboxings, I think a little over a year now on my channel. So if you haven't seen one yet, basically what it is it's a monthly subscription box full of vintage theme stationery and supplies. So if you're into any sort of paper crafting or journaling and you love like the vintage aesthetic, these boxes are going to be perfect for you. And I will go ahead and show you guys the contents of the box for the first part of the video. And then the second part of the video, I'm going to show you how I use some of the supplies and do like a quick speed through journal spread. So these boxes do sell out very fast. I want to mention that just in case you're thinking about ordering one. You can order one, you can order multiples, but you do get a little bit of a discount if you order more than one box. But just keep that in mind that these boxes sell out very quickly. So just order well in advance, and I will leave the shop information down in the description box for you guys. And this is the October box, so there's not going to be any spoiler alerts for the November box. So I'm just going to open it up. And so again, every box is like themed. So usually the card kind of has like a little clue of what the theme is going to be. So I'm assuming this is going to be like some sort of fairy theme. And it just has a little quote on here, and then the thank you card from Your Creative Studio. And all of the boxes come beautifully packaged in this vintage themed paper. And I love to save this to use in my journal spreads as well. I have a bunch of these papers, so I'm just going to try my best not to rip it to shreds. But let's go ahead and open this. All right, so we have some cling stamps, it looks like, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my scissors. I don't have a letter opener, but I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so we have, it looks like a fairy, and I will use some of these in the journal spread so you guys can see how well they work, I guess. So there's a stamp, and then it looks like another stamp in here. So we have another fairy. So we have two really cute wood stamps so far, and then some washi tape. And I really love how these boxes are curated to not be like holiday themed, because that's usually what you get with like a lot of the stationery subscription boxes, is a lot of times they are like focused around the holidays, but these are not, which I can appreciate, even though I love the holidays, don't get me wrong. But okay, so we have a really beautiful fairy washi tape. I don't know how well this is going to show up because I can't see my camera, how well it's focusing, because it's in an aerial view. But again, I'll use this in the journal spread. Then we have, it looks like some small paper scraps. Okay, so this is all, looks like vellum paper with vintage, looks like receipts and things like that. So I love this kind of stuff because it's easy to store, and I can just tear however much I want to use in my journal spreads, and then use some tape and like collage with those. So it looks like there's another stamp in here. Okay, so we have another fairy stamp, and this one has the rubber and not the wood on it, but it is 2 fairies. Super cute. Okay, what is this? Okay, so this is like a long strip of like papers in a book, in like a book. So again, you can tear these out. And I would use these to like embellish the edges of a journal spread. So it's all the same. It looks like it's I think it's German. I think some sort of like delivery tag. I think that's what that is. Not quite sure. Okay, what is this? So I'm guessing these are stamps or stickers. So let's open it up. I love the box. So cute. Okay. Yeah, so these are a bunch of different vintage looking stickers and paper. So we have some vellum in there. Let me actually get them all out. Okay, these are gorgeous. So we have a bunch of florals in both vellum and like, I don't know what kind of paper this is, but it's really nice. So these are awesome. So these ones aren't stickers. They're just small floral images. And then we have, these are stickers. So we have a bunch of florals in here as well. Some birds and butterflies. Looks like a newspaper clipping. Anything with mushrooms on it, I die. I love them. Love anything with mushrooms and birds. So lots of different mushrooms in here. Love it. Love, love, love it. So that was everything in the vintage box here. Just put those back in there. Okay, so now we have some like memo pads, it looks like. And this looks like, okay, these are fairies as well. So they almost look like a ticket stub, but these are so gorgeous. I love the fairies. I don't have a lot of like fairy themed stationery supplies. So this is exciting. I don't know why I'm showing you guys. It's all the same print, but that's lovely. So we have some of those, and then looks like another memo pad with fairies on it. And these are, it looks like there's a couple of different prints in here. I think just 2. Oh, no, 3. So these are nice. Okay, so next we have, looks like some maps. Are these stickers? I think these are stickers. Let me, oh, I love these. You could cut this one up. Yeah, these, you guys, I think these are stickers. Let me double check. Yep. Okay, so there it is. These are stickers, which is awesome. Usually I don't see stickers this big. Oh, I love that. Stamps. Okay, so this is my favorite thing so far in this box. Love it. And then every box also comes with a sticker sheet that is exclusive only to Your Creative Studio. So we have a bunch of fairy stickers. And then usually in every box, and I don't want to say all of them, but usually in the boxes there will also be 6x6 scrapbooking papers. So these are all beautiful vintage looking florals in here. So can't wait to use that. All right, so that was everything for the October unboxing. Now I'm gonna show you guys a quick journal spread of how I use some of these supplies in my journals. All right, so I'm gonna start journaling in this junk journal that I made, I think well over a year ago, and it should be full by now, but I just haven't had the time to do a lot of the things that I've wanted to do because I just have a lot going on. But I'm gonna open it up and try to find a blank, well, there's lots of blank pages, but one that I wanna work in. So I want to use like something maybe like blank like this with not a lot going on, so I can use as much of those supplies as possible. So I'm just gonna try to find a spot here. Okay, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. All right, so let me go ahead and get this kind of clamped down. And this clamp right here actually came from Your Creative Studio box, I think last month or the month before that. And I'm just gonna use one of these ugly clips that I got at Dollar Tree to hold the other side down. All right, so I have some photos here that I think I want to use from our trip to the San Diego Safari Park over the weekend for my birthday. And then I'll probably put in some pressed flowers and leaves. My husband and my daughter like to pick me flowers and leaves, and then I press them and put them in this little box. So I use the Canon selfie on to make this like collage. I like the Canon selfie because you can do like layouts like this, a whole bunch of different layouts, but I will go ahead and leave the link to that printer in the description box if you want to check it out. All right, guys, so for the remainder of this video, I'm going to speed it up a little bit and do a voiceover and kind of explain my creative process with you guys. I think this journal spread took me about 25 or 30 minutes to do, which is also why I am speeding it up. But right here, I'm taking that scrapbook paper, the 6x6 sheets, and I'm just kind of roughly tearing them. I don't like straight edges except for like on the edge of the page, if that makes sense. And you're gonna see a lot of like layering and collaging in my journaling spreads because I really don't like white blank spaces in my journals. So right here, I'm just kind of mapping out where I want to place those pieces of scrapbook paper. And I end up going back later on in the video and covering up a lot of those pieces that I had strategically placed, I guess. And that might not make a lot of sense, but when I journal, I really don't think ahead of what I'm going to do. I kind of just do it and create as I go. And really, there's no right or wrong way to do a journal spread or a right or wrong way to journal. It's pretty much doing whatever you like and whatever makes you happy. So I'm actually using my Tombow Mono tape runner, and I also like the Tombow just mono glue stick. I use that mostly on things that are a little bit heavier, so I'll use it a lot with like actually building the journal and not so much the pages. I used to use it a lot in my journal spreads, but I started using the tape runner and I like it a lot more just because it doesn't like crinkle up the papers. And I get the Tombow glue runners from Amazon. I usually purchase like the 3-pack of refills, and I also get a lot of my journaling supplies from Amazon as well. And so I'll go ahead and list my favorite journaling supplies down below in the description box if you want to check that out. But yeah, pretty much my, I guess, process is just lots of layers. And I am using the thank you card because it has like a quote on the other side, and I thought that was really cute. And normally I do a lot of writing in my spreads. I don't film a lot of the journaling spreads that I do because they're personal, and I don't really want to put my personal feelings and thoughts on the internet. So I'm just pretty much journaling about our trip to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park in this, and kind of just writing down the date and things like that. So right here, I'm just using the little, I guess, vellum booklet and covering up those last two blank white areas in the journal. And I love how you can see the cut papers underneath them. I just think it looks really cool. For the white border around my photos, I like to use the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide and go around and ink up those white edges so they look more, I guess, antique and aged. And that's just the style that I like. I like the vintage style journals. I think pretty much all of my journals are that style in some way. So yeah, now I'm adding some of those stickers that came in the subscription box. So I am using, again, one of the mushroom stickers. Right here, I'm adding a picture of a hyacinth macaw, or better known as a blue macaw. And he's like my favorite animal at the safari park. He's right at the entrance. He's been there for years, and every time we go to the safari park, I like stare at him for like 15 minutes because he's so beautiful. And next, I take my Tim Holtz words and kind of create a little quote. And this I'm just making up as I go. And I just, I think I put remember to appreciate yourself, because a lot of times I forget to do that. And I'm pretty hard on myself. So I thought it was a nice little quote to add in there. And I love this little booklet of words I like putting in almost every single one of my journal spreads. So right here, I'm adding another stamp from the subscription box, and then I bring out my little box of pressed flowers and leaves. I also add flowers and leaves to almost every journaling spread as well, because I have a lot of them. And I like to reuse the packaging that some of the supplies come in to put my leaves and pressed flowers in, so it kind of like protects them. And if you're going to do this, I highly recommend that you completely dry out your flowers and leaves before putting them in any sort of plastic. Otherwise, they're going to get all like nasty and gooey. So just, yeah, make sure they're completely dried. And I'm using some of that washi tape to kind of like create a hinge. This is how I like to add little packets of flowers and leaves to my journals. It's kind of like a flip out. And so yeah, I add the washi tape to both sides. And then I go back to my stickers and I find one, a small piece to kind of like seal up the packaging for the flowers. And then I go back and journal about the flowers. And that's pretty much it for this journaling spread. On every spread that I do, I always add the date with my date stamp that I also got off of Amazon. And so I just add that on the right-hand side. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't forget to check out Your Creative Studio. I will link the website down in the description box, as well as all of my favorite journaling products from Amazon. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.